Hey guys, Foxy Games here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. When we last left off, we were about to storm the Gnath home in search of their primal, so that we could defeat it. And we're going to do just that in this episode. I wanted to hold that off for this one because, as I said in the last episode, things get a little bit out of hand with this quest. So, we want to save ample time for it. I kind of want to just skirt around these guys without wasting my time with them. That worked way better than I thought it would. And here we are. With a couple people to fight, but way fewer than I would have expected. There they go. More. I won't be surprised if some of the others aggro onto me, but it doesn't matter at this point. There we go. Onward! We should be meeting his cell up here. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's attention before, we most surely have it now. Our audience with the primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you've steeled your mind for the battle to come. It's almost time. What kind of primal could the Gnath be waiting, or could have waiting for us, I should say? You're prepared then? Oh yes. Let's do it. Hold here, Foxy. When next the Gnath come, we offer no resistance. Surrender, intruders. There is no escape. Enough! We surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. And of course, they're too stupid to take our weapons and armor, but, you know. You seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Oh, jeez. No, Ysel, we're not gonna leave you there. You've been pretty cool to us so far. What do you have to say? Try to escape and we will break your fleshy legs. Same thing. Well, they are of one mind, so of course they'd say the same thing. Though I dismissed Master Alphino's concerns, I confess that I did wonder how the Gnath might treat their prisoners. Happily, it would seem they are not wont to harm sacrifices, nor even to disarm them. Plainly, they imagine their god invulnerable. The plan goes better than expected. I'd chalk that up to them being stupid, but whatever.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, Master of the Sacred Blades, Wrath of the Colony, Conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Gnath lands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Gnath concern thee so, Elysen? Mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Gnath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Gnath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Gnath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven? A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Foxy hard mode is now accessible. And you see, I really like that cutscene, but I'd like it more if they put a little more effort into it. It seemed very clunky, and a lot of cutscenes in this game do. That's one of the unfortunate things. Forgive me, I was overconfident. Yes, you were. But it's okay, because we're going to go and do what we do best. We're going to go and kill a primal. In Foxy, the first trial of Heavensward. He looks a bit like an unused Transformer from, like, the Beast Wars era. Not gonna lie. Alright. Let's do it. Ravana has a frontal push that should not be pointed at the group. He also has a few interesting mechanics that we will get to. But he starts off pretty simply. Did not mean to do that. Alright, he's about to cast Prelude to Slaughter, which means we're going to have to dodge some AoEs right now. Just get as much damage in as possible before he does it. Alright. Dodge that, and then immediately get to the center.
Feel my blades.
Point him away from the group. Alright, he's about to cast Slaughter now. Once again, we'll have some AoEs to dodge. Also, notice these walls on the outside. You don't. Oh god, why? Why would you stand there, dude? Well, you're stupid. What can I say? Yeah, those walls are gonna be important. Alright. Doing okay so far. Oh, here come the butterflies. Those need to die very quickly. I see somebody has decided that they're just going to range DPS. Or ranged limit break for some fucking reason. Well, maybe it killed one, I didn't see. I'm going to need to stay over here, roughly, because he is going to cast an attack that targets the off-tank, which in this case is me. Alright. That butterfly needs to die and nobody's killing it, so I guess I have to come over and do it. The more of these things that are up, the worse it's gonna be for us. I think it died. And not a moment too soon, either.
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
I don't see any swords, so we should be good. So if any of those butterflies had survived, we would have taken a bunch of vulnerability stacks and way more damage. Also, this music is awesome. Okay, see where the walls are broken? You don't want to stand there, or you get yeeted off like that guy. Okay, I was being targeted. Okay, good. Holy shit. Sheltron. Oh, too late. I see orbs. Orbs are never good. Do not get hit by orbs, or you take a vuln stack. Do not stand in front of me, or you will get hit. Just gonna keep Sheltroning that as much as I can. Alright, here comes swift slaughter. Once again, we're going to have to be very careful. Wow, he just wasted the fucking limit break. Everybody get to the middle. He was too late. Okay, now get out of the middle. And while he's just about to go down, we will say goodbye to Ravana.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
And despite being a giant bug monster who loves only war, he is still an honorable combatant. And, well, everybody else left, so... I didn't get a single commend, and I don't give a fuck. Needless to say, the Gnath are not pleased.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Gnath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Estinian's not going to be happy. But when is he ever? Who's that?
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Not if we have anything to say about it. Another glimpse at Ascians aside from La Habrea and Elidibus. Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar until this day. You are a marvel to behold, Foxy. Well, 'tis time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale, and to continue our journey. Indeed, we are victorious. And while I'm running back, this seems a good time to discuss the results of the poll for which class I'm going to play in this expansion. Or perhaps I should say the lack of results. It didn't get any votes, which is, it's not surprising. I haven't gotten many views at all on this particular series. So I'm not bothered by it, and in all honesty, I tried Gunblade on my main. I didn't really care much for it, so I'm happy I'll just continue to play Paladin, because it kind of suits this character and the light roleplay that we're doing here, and it will become a very important thing later on, I believe. Well, I don't believe it, I know it, but I can't say any more without spoiling things, so those who played this game know exactly what I'm talking about. Those who have not, well, I hope you have your tissues handy when the time comes. Ah, we've definitely found the Gnath home again. we can see the fart towers. Or the Vath, not the Gnath. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Hey, Estinian. The Ant-Man's god has fallen then. Impressive, warrior of light. I guess Isel is not quite back yet. Foxy, Lady Isel. Thank the 12. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. And you are quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle I must attribute to Foxy. Yeah, I get that a lot. Never did I doubt you, warrior of light, unlike some. You were gone so long that Master Alphino here nigh lost his wits with worry. Fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Oh, Alphino. Estinian, was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. That's adorable. Ahem. What matters is that the Primal is banished and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the Wormhrace Felger. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. Yeah, he's eager to get the fuck away from this conversation. You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. Ah, he's only teasing him. And we got a rare laugh out of Estinian, too. Besides, it won't be the first time Alphino's the butt of a joke. Ah, you should have seen the boy fretting. 'Twas a sight to behold. Tease him no more. Master Alphino is to be applauded for his sense of responsibility. Given his years, 'tis little wonder the burden weighs heavy upon his shoulders. She's right, though. Alphino's been through some shit. 'Tis natural for him to feel concern for his companions. An Estinian, being a loner, might not understand that as well. Shall we be on our way to Annex Shrine, then? I would not have the dragons think we've forgotten our bargain. You are right, of course, but we're going to check things out here because we've got some side quests that will give us... No, actually, he's not going to give us any, Oh, what the fuck are they called? Ether currents. We have 3 more quests that we have to do. One of which is here in Tailfeather, and another of which is here in Annex Shrine. So, before we go ahead and go with the main story, we're gonna go and get those ether currents. Hello, Marschamp. It's been a while. One of my men was attacked by a chocobo. You might think that's a common story, what with all the hunting we do, but I'm told this one was unnaturally big. Of course, in the end, size don't matter. We can't be having our quarry stalking us. That's why I'm planning to capture the beast before it harms any more of my men. I already know you as a reliable hunter of birds, handler of birds, rather. That's why I need your help tracking it down. Think you can lend old Marschamp a hand one more time? If the prospect piques your interest, it'd be best to start off by asking the leaders of my camps what they know of the monster. Come back and share your findings with me when you're done. So we're gonna go and talk to these people who we've already talked to before. Great. I don't remember most of these quests. It's been a long time since I've played Heavensward. Actually, my second playthrough kind of mirrors my first. I started Heavensward, and then I took a long break, and then I came back to it and I loved it. Same with this. From the way I heard it, one of the hunters was attacked unprovoked and got knocked unconscious by a single kick. Ain't never heard of a chocobo doing that. I don't know, man. Chocobos are pretty big. I imagine they probably could knock somebody out in one kick. I mean, if I got kicked by an ostrich, I'd be flat on my ass for days, probably. And chocobos are basically just really smart ostriches. And really tolerant. Get up there. See that cage there? Blasted chocobo pulled the door right off its hinges. Most like it was trying to rescue the other birds inside. Yeah, see, they're smart. Smart and compassionate. That bird ain't scared of us hunters, I can tell you that much. It's rare one of us comes away from an encounter with it unscathed. And I came all the way out here just to hear that. Oh well. We've got some info. Seems that Chocobo's been stirring up trouble all around the forest. While you were gathering information, I went out and checked the traps that are set up around Tailfeather. Ain't nothing left of them but scattered straw and broken wood. Can't say we've ever dealt with a problem like this one. Might be that this Chocobo is taking some kind of revenge on us hunters. These acts are a means of provoking us. By all accounts, this Chocobo is stronger and more clever than the rest. I expect capturing it won't be a simple feat. Well, good luck with that, because I have the Aether Current now, and I'm not doing any more quests for you. Oh, there's a oh wait, no, never mind. That's to unlock Beast Tribe quests, which I'm not at all interested in. So, we'll go over here to Annex Shrine and do that quest. Ah, here we go. As you can see, there are quite a few dragons just kind of snoozing around here. Just peacefully snoozing. They look scary, but they're like us, except they're big and scaly. I sense a great power within you. Yes, you will make a suitable adversary. Our younglings must learn the hardships of battle. You'll find them just beyond the tower. Go and hold nothing back. Well, just like that? Alright. Ah, here they are. Oh, they're adorable. Look at them. I don't understand. Man is not fit to battle with dragons. Nevertheless, I will do as father asks. Okay, we're gonna fight this little one first. Get dunked on. What do you gotta say about that? Well, that's not possible. My brothers will make you pay. Oh yeah? I take no pleasure in preying on the weak. If you cannot best come score, I have no business with you. Oh, we'll see about that. How dare you do such a thing to Comgon? You may have beaten him, but your games end here. Hey, games is literally my last name, okay? My games will never end. Man, you went down just as easily as he did. You got anything new to say? Nope. But how? Where did you obtain such power? No matter, Comkur will deal with you yet. What trickery is this? I will not let you make a mockery of me and my brothers. Bro, if all three of you came at me at the same time, I'd still win. I'll give him credit. He lasted a bit longer, I think. So this is the strength of man. Perhaps we've underestimated your kind, you think? These dragons seem to forget that there's an entire order of people just dedicated to killing them. They're called Dragoons, and they're no more special than I am. Well, okay, that's an unfair assessment. The Warrior of Light's pretty fucking special, but, like, the Dragoons are... they're just ordinary men. except for Estinian because he has Nidhogg's eye. Look, the point is, humans are pretty fucking strong, and I use the term human to describe everybody on Eorzea, even though they're not human. What the fuck ever. People are strong. Men, women, they're strong. Not just dragons. So the younglings have learned their place. Do not worry. My intention is not to foster ill relations, but to teach. The younglings grow too prideful, doubting the strength of men. But thanks to you, they now understand. I'm glad you do. You know what else? This tower? It might be old, but it proves that the Ishgardians really love their stairs. To this very day, and always have, apparently. Right, and before we do more of the main story, we have a Paladin Quest to do. You didn't think it was gonna be easy, did you? We reached level 58 in the last episode. So we have to go ahead and see what we can learn about Solxagil's fate. If, you know, we're even gonna learn anything in this quest. Because it's all been very vague and weird. I'm still gonna call it and say that Solxagil is still alive, and he's just been hiding. I'm beginning to think I've been going about this the wrong way, Foxy. I've been trying to determine the whereabouts of Oathkeeper by retracing Solxagil's steps. But honestly, how he came to pursue and die at the hands of Death's Embrace isn't nearly as important as the simple fact that he did. Death's Embrace has the sword. It's the only logical conclusion. So if we find them, we find Oathkeeper. And even if I'm mistaken, we'd be doing the world a favor by bringing them to justice. I wouldn't presume to speak for Solxagil, but I'd like to think that he'd agree. Don't you? Yeah, I'd say so. Yes, well, I suppose if we're going to find them, we had best start asking around. Though there is one thing which still troubles me. I think I need to speak with Hundred Eyes. More distractions. Well, let's see. No, not you, Ludos. Get out of the way. A moment of your time, if it please. For you, Constant? Sure, sure. It's about Solxagil. You never told me, but how exactly did he die? You want me to paint you a bloody picture? He was murdered. I found him and I buried him. That's all you need to know. It's just that the other day I could have sworn that I... Forgive me. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't let me keep you from your labors. I thought that might have been Solxagil up on the ridge, but who knows. Let us resume our hunt for Death's Embrace. Maricel. Death's Embrace? Those bandits who used to raid caravans bound for Tailfeather? No one's seen neither hide nor hair of them recently. Why do you ask? Uldans, eh? Maybe they ran back to warmer climes. Never understood Southrons? Whatever. Southrons myself. Queer folk, prone to inexplicable and irrational behavior, like those buffoons who attempted to seize the Protector of all things. Apparently they snuck aboard some of the airships ferrying supplies to Camp Cloudtop. Of course, the knights drove them off. Last I heard, they'd fled into the wild screaming Thal's balls this and Swyvenor sons that. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Foxy? Admittedly, we've no reason to believe these men are the ones we seek, but we've been blessed with serendipity before. There's no harm in investigating, at least. I don't know, they don't sound like Death's Embrace. Death's Embrace seem a little more, I don't want to say honorable, and I don't want to say civil, but more sophisticated for sure. At least their name would suggest it. Well, let's talk to this dude. This fellow looks rather well informed. Let's see what he knows. The Uldans who tried to seize the Protector? I remember them. Baffling, really. Signed their own death warrants with their ill-conceived attack. You can be sure that House Halenart won't allow them to leave these isles alive. Death's embrace, eh? I suppose it's possible they're the bandits you seek. You're welcome to help us hunt them down if you like. The boy too, yes? He could join my unit. Given your reputation, I think you better suited to the van. I won't let you down. We gather at the Rose House. Come, let us delay no further. I'll see you there. Alright. Why not? We've been just about every other place in this frigging land. Oh, her name is Unileska Braska. Is she a Lalafell? She is a fucking Lalafell. Just like that. No, whatever. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say no less, but then my tongue decided otherwise, so... Oh god. Ow. Well, that could have been bad. If something had decided to come and smack me. Glad to have you with us, Mistress Games. Would that we could speak at length, but the Uldans are aware of our plans and have already fled to the east. Remember that these are desperate, dangerous men. Advance with caution and wait for reinforcements if necessary. With me. There are a bunch of Ether Current quests here, but I'll probably do those in another episode. I'm sure we'll be back out here eventually anyway. And there are some that I just plain can't reach yet, if I remember correctly. Uh-oh, what happened over here? Forgive us, Mistress Games, but we can go no further. Man. I mean, I'm not surprised, just disappointed. Well, it's Death's Embrace. No. Just do what your name implies and embrace death. Yay, dead. I guess we're moving on. Oh, here are the others. That knight apparently didn't do well. We have them trapped. Be careful, Foxy. He's bound to avoid scent to his will. We did what we could, but we simply haven't the strength. Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna take care of it. Both him and his demon. Not here. Not like this. Yes, here. Exactly like this. You are going to die at the end of my sword. Maybe I'll even punch you in the face with my shield a few times for good measure. Ow, I'm really taking some damage here. Kill the shit out of him. Alright. That was amazing, Foxy. I know. Well fought, Mistress Games. Their leader was surely the toughest of the lot. Lady Lynette will be pleased to learn of our success. I shall inform her at once. What have you got there? Oh, I apparently found these gauntlets. It's the Sultan Sworn gauntlets. Gallant gauntlets? Why would a member of Death's Embrace be carrying these? There's no way he could have possibly planned this. It's too elaborate, nay, impossible. But what other explanation could there be? Slowly giving him armor piece by piece, we should return to Falcon's Nest. It is a bit suspicious for sure. Before we cornered the leader, we came across their camp. It was plain to see that they had fallen on hard times, hence why they resorted to common banditry to survive. But isn't it strange when you think about it? I mean, if they had Oathkeeper, why not simply sell it? Surely someone would have been willing to pay for it. I'm beginning to wonder if Solxagil succeeded in reclaiming the sword, or if Death's Embrace ever had it at all. And by the Fury, what to make of these pieces of armor? Just as I suspected, it fits perfectly. Whatever remnants of Death's Embrace there may be, will stay in hiding for some time, I should think. But should they dare to reveal themselves, we will finish what we started, as Solxagil intended. I guess so. Clemency. Oh, it's a heal. Great. Another healing ability. Just like... oh, where is it? Oh, I might not have it yet. Whatever. And my next quest will, of course, be at level 60. So, in the meantime, let's go talk to Vidofnir. Let's see what our friends have to say before we speak to the dragon. You should be the one to break the news. The victory was yours after all. Suppose that's fair. Vidofnir will be pleased to hear of Lord Ravana's defeat and his pledge to recall his soldiers. Will the dragon now honor her word? That remains to be seen. I think she will. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Gnath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Foxy's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe he will keep. The Gnath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of morn, and there you shall find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Somal. But be fairly warned. The minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the Cave of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Oh, already said that. Well, climbing the tower. This time for real. Here we go. Into the mountain. Oh, it's a dead dragon. There's no response. Well, no shit, it's dead. Also, the final ether current that we need to search for is in here. That's called a Tyrannosaur, but it's only as big as a raptor. Just about. Maybe a little bigger. Alright, there it is. One more story quest. Ether current, I'll be able to fly here. Fuck you. Oh no, are you injured? Burn it down. Burn them. Oh, he's sleeping. He's dreaming. Oh, that's kind of cute. If, you know, he wasn't talking about murdering people. Here we are. Cool statue. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Somal's summit for thee and thy companions. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Where are you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent? For 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian. The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is said to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley at a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Rasvelgar. But I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Rasvelgar, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? He is right. If the dragons won't let us pass, we'll have to push through. A dragon lost to anger is beyond all control. This I learned to my sorrow when I unleashed the horde upon Ishgard. I feel the weight of Javanian rancor pressing down upon me. Indeed. We climb to the summit of the mountain. Alright. Welcome to Somal. What have we got? We got a dancer, we've got a gunner, or a machinist, whatever they're called, and we've got a white mage. Let's go and gather up a pack and see what we can do. Come here, you. Lots of AoEs for this trash. Go and kill this Drake Spur over here. Someone please kill the Ochu. Thank you. These pollen clusters are a bit like those things back in, oh, what the hell was that place called? Thousand Miles of Totorak. That dreaded place. Alright. So lob my shield. Pull these guys. Hit that. And why not? We'll pull that guy too. Definitely shield though, because that's gonna hit pretty hard. Hit a quick Sheltron too, just to help keep the damage down. Easy peasy. I gotta say, learning how to tank through this playthrough has been quite enjoyable. Alright, next one. Make sure these guys are on me. Oh, he's not a machinist, he's a... what the hell do you call it? A monk. I think. I don't know the symbols, but it looks like he's punching stuff. Lovely. Let's kill this thing now. And the path ahead is clear. And we're already at the first boss. Raskovnik. He's pretty straightforward, but you'll see. Big thing is, just keep him pointed away from the group, like any other boss, and don't stand in the bad. Okay, he is now going to attract bees to him. These bees need to be killed very quickly. Also, he's going to devour a player. If by the second time he uses Devour there are any bees near him, he will eat them and gain a damage buff, and we don't want that. There we go. No buffs. Okay, and get away from that. And we're good. See? Very straightforward on this one. But here come some more bees. The DPS should be able to take care of them, so I'm going to stay on the boss. Also, that guy's name is Emperor Simp. Ah. Don't you just love the new generation? DPS are not taking care of them for some fucking reason. Oh well, he's dead. Maybe that's why they weren't doing it, because he was about to die. All's well that ends well, I say. I don't know if I could really... Nah, it's not for me. Also, this guy, his name is like a play on, or like an alternate version of Shinobu Sensui, which is a character from Yu Yu Hakusho, one of my favorite animes growing up. He also used martial arts, so... Oh yeah, here we have dragons. That one's just gonna keep spitting stuff at us until we get closer, I guess. Or until these things die. Oh yeah, don't stand in the bad. Like I was doing. Here he comes. Alright, he's just gonna run. He's a bit smarter than his little guys. Oh, these ice things need to die. And whereas before we had a fire dragon, we now have an ice dragon. These glacier sprites die quickly enough, but they also drop huge AoEs. You really just need to be aware of their position and adjust accordingly. Oh. Where's the boss? Well, that works. This boss is also pretty straightforward. He's a dinosaur. He also likes to throw things, which you will soon see. Also, he has a very big tail, and it hurts. Yeah, don't stand in that. Oh yeah, these slimes, we really want them dead. All of them. Oh yeah, here he goes throwing them. He's gonna throw it at me, so I'm gonna Sheltron. Very good. Now he's throwing it at somebody else. See how much damage that does? That's a lot of damage. I don't think even Flex Seal could fix that. Okay, this really needs to die, because if he's able to throw that... Oh wait, no, he doesn't throw it. It actually just deals a shit ton of damage, and the DPS are not paying attention, so I am going to Sheltron. Oh, he's dead. I knew it. I knew he was about to die. Oh shit. I don't have a Sheltron ready. Oh well. Thankfully, he's almost dead. Healer, why are you not rezzing him? Oh well. Dead. That was a bit dicey, but we did just fine. You know, all things considered. Ah, here comes another dragon. This one's a wyvern. Also, this guy hurts a lot. He does a lot of damage. And our third elemental dragon. It's an earth dragon. Also, the others are here again. Don't stand in the fire. Hey, guys. One down. And there goes the other one. The final path is now open. Tiamat herself sits at the top. Let's go and say hello. Let's do this shit. Alright, as with all dragons, Tiamat has a very powerful frontal cone ability that you want to keep away from the group. And you also want to stay the hell away from all those AoEs. Also, there's going to be meteors falling. A lot. Players affected by meteors are going to want to drop them as far away from the other players as possible. Alright, she is going to go immune, and we need to fight her wings now. Now we should be focusing just one wing, because once one is killed, excuse me, the other one regains its HP. There we go. She is now vulnerable again. I want to point her this way. And he should not have been standing there, but whatever. Ooh, I timed that just right. Trying to time my Sheltrons. Looks like I didn't really get it there. Have to drop this there. Ow. Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, the healer's dead. That's not good. Probably should have used Clemency. Good thing that limit break killed her. Nothing to cheer about in this one. Yep. Revive. What do we got for loot? Red Mage. Lancer. Well, I didn't want it, but they all left. Ah, and wouldn't you know, another sliver of our power returns to us. Foxy. Twould seem Tiamat was the last. I sensed no other dragons nearby. There's something up there. What is happening? Nidhogg. He roars. He knows we are here, then. His fury. It bleeds through the eye. Fear not. I am yet my own master. But that damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end?
To the peak of Somal, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
And we're finished up in Somal, and that means there's one more quest to do in the Javanian Forelands. What the fuck? Really? I thought... Oh wait, I have to finish this quest. Okay. Now that won't mean I get to fly out here, because this is a whole different place. But if I were to go back to the Forelands, I'd be able to fly. We've reached at last the peak of Somal. It is said to be the highest mountain in all Eorzea, you know. Though it I thought it cold in Kurthus, but here the air carries the chill of a dozen winters. There we go. The Javanian Forelands. This place is far from the barren mountaintop I pictured in my mind. Well, Dragoon, do you believe these ruins were also built by heretics to deceive the faithful of Ishgard? How can one not be moved by such a breathtaking sight? I mean, if we could take a second to just look, this place is absolutely beautiful. It's positively whimsical, with all these poofy things around, too. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hraesvelgr himself. What manner of creature is that? Foxy, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? No, I saw it too. It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the 12's wood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgr makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose this creature completely. Oh boy, we're chasing Moogles. First things first, though, I want to attune to this Aetheryte. With that done, let's go inside and see what we can find in this strange little shack. More like a cave. Ah, he's gone. Foxy, we must widen our search. Well, we all know Moogles can camouflage themselves. We did see a Moogle, did we not? Where's Estinian? I'm sure he's thrilled to be running around looking for Moogles. There he is. Let's talk to him first. A Moogle, did you say? I am unfamiliar with the breed, but I shall search for one nonetheless. Would you even know what to look for? Where could he have gone? How about here? I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. It is easy to forget that she's just, you know, underneath her purpose, she's just an ordinary woman. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Wouldn't be surprised, but no. It was definitely a Moogle, though those big floofy plants definitely look like Moogles. How about here? There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. Well, I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? I mean, they do that. Confound it! Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I am sure Hraesvelgr would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. That's the word I'm looking for. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Iselle, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Javanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Foxy, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moggelmog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need for me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed on this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Foxy, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I mean, it's pretty obvious I saw it, but sure. Thanks for the reminder. I did use it, right? That would be embarrassing. Oh yeah. So anyway, we're going back to Gridania, a place we haven't been in a while. Ah, Nofika's altar. It has been quite some time, hasn't it? I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you're familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance? Where the fuck? Oh, there he is. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Please follow me. Have you been doing anything to help us not sound like murderers here, Kane-senna? I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Mughals of the Churning Mists. Kupo-po! I say, Kupo! Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more of these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Javania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kupo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Mughals who dwell beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogomog XII. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kupla's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Mughals of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Mughal, there's bound to be more. Which is why I decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us, then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador to Gridania. Oh, her handlers are not happy with that. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We will be honored by your presence. Well, they're not always quite useless, these leaders of Eorzea. At least they mean well. Oh no! This guy's name is Syphilis Maximus, or Syphilis. It's supposed to be Syphilis Maximus, I guess. Oh, that's bad. That's terrible. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Somal. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Yeah, we'll see how well that turns out. Hopefully, no problems. Alright, Moogles. Let's see if you'll show your faces now. See how these two have been doing. Ah, Foxy, you are returned. How fared you in Gridania? Better than I hope. Raskovnik's whereabouts yet elude me. Guess the dragons haven't been very forthcoming. How about you, Estinian? How are you holding up? Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg is not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seed Seer herself answers your call, and there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Foxy. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Javanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us, even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Kane Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelgr, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Kane Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said for your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now just a moment, Chieftain. Foxy here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She's a champion of the 12-Wood Moguls, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let us not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Well, we have our foot in the door with the Moogles. That's a start. Man, look at them all. There's so many Moogles around here now. Are you surprised to see such a fierce-looking Moogle, Kupo? The Palm Guard must defend Chieftain Moglin and all of Mogholm. Mind your manners in front of the Chieftain and don't make him repeat himself. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I've a potion to fix that. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kupla Cup called you again? Foxy? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin, these being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Well, we get a new weapon. Awesome. It's been a while. Oh, we also got new boots. So let's see this new weapon. It looks positively plain. Oh, wrong button. It looks positively plain compared to our old weapon, but that's okay. And those pants do not fit our armor, but that's okay. So we have some tasks to do for the Moogles to earn their trust, but we're not going to do that in this episode. We'll save it for the next one. So in the meantime, my name is Foxy Games, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.